Hello everybody, it's PublicSlaveZero. I am... Let's see, what am I doing? Uh... we just fought Juhani and a handful of Mandalorians, and we're going to turn the quest in, I think. Upgrade to our Padawan ship. Is that the... would that be the proper terms? Padawan ship? I'm not quite sure, what they'd call that. Um... Anyway, that's what we're doing. And so, yeah, well, I guess there's not a whole lot for me to say until I actually get there. Um, I'm tired of calf hounds. A little secret though, I'm done with calf hounds. Pretty super stoked. Um, Still quite a few episodes, but I am at the end of Dantooine. I like how I don't give you spoilers. I just say, hey, this is what's coming. Okay, here we go. This part has always been difficult. Like, out of everything I remember math problems in this game. I remember, you know, the like pattern game where they show you a pattern and you have to identify the end of the pattern, or something in the middle that's supposed to, you know, fit in. I remember names, storylines. I don't remember the answer to this quest. Uh, and it tells me every time, but it doesn't matter because by the time I get to it, I don't have a clue what the answer is. And it's a lot of sit through. Like, no joke, there is a lot of dialogue here, and just bounces back and forth, back and forth. This guy, I should have sped it up, so I didn't have to listen to this guy too much, since we don't understand old Star Wars video game Twi'lek. Uh, but anyway, what happened here is one guy was out. I would be using air quotes if you could see me. Like, almost everything I say right now would have air quotes around it. One guy was hunting Irias, which I'm not sure what they are because they're not calf hounds. But he was hunting Irias when he thought he saw one. I think he was jogging through the woods actually, and he thought he saw one and fired a shot. The other guy came running up on a guy, and supposedly, he found the guy dead, supposedly, but he saw the other guy running towards the body. However, the guy that found the body got shot himself. I'm not going to talk a whole lot because there's story here that I just can't remember or go through.
Well, I was out hunting Irias when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes.
The sun was in his
So
eyes.
I shoot it and it dropped. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with?
But it's cloudy. It's a cloudy day.
Prison he belongs
That is like the first big clue.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me? I guess under the circumstances, no.
No.
I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running.
Okay, this guy was running. The other one was just hunting.
Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead. And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river. I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
See, there's a lot of bullshit in this, and like it doesn't lay everything out for you, which is fine. But I mean, like the answer to this, to me, I would consider it a trick question. Maybe it's not, and it's just it's like, oh my God, you have to wait and see, because it's ridiculous how they give you 3 choices, and like it's a cop out, like as if solving a murder wasn't hard enough. They just sort of give you the right answer. But my problem is, like, it's like, well, that's too obvious. It's got to be either him or him.
There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by cat hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was
So it is smart to carry a weapon. Even I imagine the Jedi Council put out the advisory for everybody that they were going to go out into the Dantooine Plains, or whatever they're called, to carry a blaster.
So, what do you want to know? I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some Irias. Haven't seen many in the area recently. Those cat hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south.
See, I don't know what the areas are. Maybe I should look that up. Let me look that up.
When I come over here,
God bless cell phones anyway, right?
The Irias was gone. Now I don't have nothing to do with it.
So
Can I
we'll
go now?
Here he is. Irias Dantooine. Also Irias mod. I don't think I want a mod. Alright, on Wikipedia, docile creatures from Dantooine, although they would attack if provoked. Trying to see what they look like.
Why would I have been?
They're sort of like lion rams.
How can I be of further assistance?
And that's how I describe them. You know, just look them up anyway. Said they were a prey of choice for local hunters. David Kang had an Irias head mounted in his estate's trophy room on terrace. They were said to have been relatively common out on the plains of Dantooine, especially near the Jedi Enclave. What sucks about that is I would send you guys back to the to David Kang's estate, the video that had that, and I'd probably even mark it for you. But I actually cut that scene out, not intentionally. I was at the beginning of the David Kane estate, went into that room, and you know what? I have to go back. It might be there, but if not, it's because I ended up dying and starting all over. And so instead of thoroughly going through the place, I cut out a bunch of it. I didn't, not that I cut it out of the film, I just, or the recording, I just cut it out in my game, like I didn't stop there. Trying Trying to read some more information on them.
So,
Huh.
what do you want to know?
Apparently,
Well, I was out hunting Iriad. I shot.
Irias
When I came over
didn't
here,
make
I
it
found
into the
Hanson
Knights of
standing
the Old
over a body
Republic
pulled
campaign
inside. There wasn't an
because of
Iriad inside.
space
I think
reasons.
he might have taken it.
At
Calder
least
must
that's
have
what
been
it says.
hunting it himself, 'cause
I
there was a
read
rifle close
something the
to
other
body.
day.
Bullets got that
People,
now. Mine too. I want that back.
and they've said it for years since it came out, said that
So,
Obsidian was forced to rush Knights of the Old Republic 2, that it just wasn't finished. There's parts of it missing.
How can I be of further assistance?
There's like parts
Well,
towards the end where there's
see anything.
um,
I was over across the bridge.
campaign,
Came over.
or not campaign, but cinematics missing.
I just got here when
And
I saw Richter coming down the rocks
I
holding his
never
blaster.
noticed that, so I'm
No
gonna
idea
have to
what
go
he was
through
gonna
and
do, so I hit my
really
emergency
focus
button
this
and called
time. And of course,
Master
you know, the
believed
way
I
I've been
was
playing,
started questioning us.
I will be able to
I think
focus
if
a
you
little
can
more, because
understand
it is
what's going on, I hope that you'll be able
it's
to make a more informed decision and get me out of here soon.
different playing it on PC. My playing style's the same, but I don't have everything
Of course.
in my
So if you
hand.
need anything,
Like
I shall be glad
if
to
it was a
assist.
controller in my hand,
Is there any other
all the
information?
buttons I need are like at my fingertips. And with a computer, you know, like with the mouse, I gotta move it to here, gotta move it to here, gotta move it here. Those are just buttons on the console, and that's my playstyle really. So it's still a little bit of a challenge to get used to that, but otherwise it's really the graphics are way better. I'll say that. If I had bought this on a PC instead of console back in the day, I would have laughed at the console version, but the console version has so much more to me because of the controller. But I realized if I put Knights of the Old Republic 1 or 2 in on not 360 because it's too buggy on 360, but in the original Xbox,
maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him, especially now that he's dead. We actually got along.
it would not
We just had our
satisfy me
we were actually
because it looks pretty damn good on the computer, and it doesn't help that I have a mod that boosts the textures a little more.
So,
Yeah, I know I went talking over these guys a lot, but they really were boring.
always seeing
Is it-
some
I-
bigger purpose behind it.
Once I saw the guy there, I was like, man, I could avoid
Can't you see that it must have
that
been Handon?
side
I
quest.
found him standing over the
And
dead
then,
body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble.
I was like,
You
well,
almost seem as lost as this Bullock guy.
suck it up. Let's go ahead and get it over with. And it did suck, and it wouldn't have taken much to reload and go back and get it done right, but I was like, screw that.
I never really
That
associated with him.
sucks.
Truth, I didn't really
Like,
want
once
to.
I got done with it and I realized I didn't do it
Reputation.
exactly right,
Very
Ah,
inconsiderate family.
that's enough of that.
Merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him. I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated.
I'm getting a bit
Why must they
hostile
remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have
to
shot
an
him?
up-and-coming Jedi.
How can
I
be
just
afraid?
fought a Dark Jedi. The first Dark, well, no, the second Dark Jedi. The other one was in the Sith base of Terrace. Sith base of Terrace. I want to make sure I said that right. I'm pretty sure I did, but if not,
Southwood
I
Speeder
said
Languages has
Sith
reports that over the
base
last several
of
weeks, a
Terrace.
speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould.
Good
Is there
riddance
any
to
other
Terrace,
information you need?
by the way. Awesome.
According
I feel
to
spectacular
investigators
about that.
at the Gowering spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in the cantina attached to the port.
You know what?
Apparently, Mr.
I
Gould
wish
himself was
I
making
had to
accusations
play
to Mr. C. Nettic about
a
cheating him
RoboCop
out of
game.
his deal.
I wish I had a kick-ass RoboCop
Is there
game.
any other information you need?
I saw the new trailer. Now I'm stoked.
So,
super stoked. I've only ever watched
Now I don't love
RoboCop
We
1
go back a long
and
way.
2.
We run a sub
And
oil
then
shipping and
we
transport
rented
company.
when I was really young, like 7
We've
maybe.
been partners in that business
We
for
rented the
over
third
20
one.
years, and we've been
I
doing
didn't
just
like
fine
it.
the way we are.
Even that young of an age, I was like,
Right.
that is not RoboCop. But
How can I be of
the
further assistance?
RoboCop flying, that was
Right,
cool.
I realize this
But
must seem
the
like
rest
a
of it I
moment
could not
for you,
tolerate, so
surely
I've never seen
I dislike
the other two
Calder.
RoboCop
I
movies
would
that they
punch
came
his
out with.
face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
I forget what they're called, like Contamination or something.
Cheating on me.
I don't know. There's one that's like Contamination, and then there's one that's called something else.
But as much as
But
I
the
may
new
hate him
RoboCop
for that, I could not
looks
kill him. It may have
awesome,
been my own
and I
fault
can't
for
wait to see
driving
it.
my wife away. I
Um,
must try not to take the
I
law
don't know
into
the guy
my own
playing
hands.
RoboCop. I don't know
was
what
just
he's done
out running,
before.
trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him.
I don't think that would
Ryan's not
matter.
Of
Peter
course,
Weller,
of course. Listen, if you need
to
anything,
me,
I should
has
be glad
always
to
been
assist.
sort of a second string sci-fi guy. So, just getting a second string, well, getting somebody just not popular, I think that could actually be a good thing. I just hope it is a good movie and it boosts the guy's career more than screw him over. Trying to see his name.
Is there any other
Man.
information you need?
Couldn't breathe for just a second there.
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is
It
there
didn't
any
belong to
other
Calder.
information you need?
Try to tell you. Okay, so Alex Murphy is played by Joel
How
Kinnaman.
can I be of further assistance?
I have
That
no
blaster was stolen
idea
from my
who
house
Joel
last week. I don't know what
Kinnaman
happened
is.
to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell
Swedish.
you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these rabbits and cat hounds around. Even in
Okay,
theory, has to take a man down if it gets in the mood.
This is where I would know him from, and seeing it listed here. I go back up and I look at his picture. Of course, I'm on IMDb. I remember who he is now. The Killing. He was on The Killing. Safe House, Easy Money, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. It's gotta be something easier to recognize it from. The Killing is the one that does it for me.
As much as I may hate him for that,
Um,
I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running.
Arn, I haven't seen it, but I have wanted to watch it.
So, what do you want to know?
I think the biggest problem is this guy's from Sweden.
That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference
I
for
see a
it.
lot of
He
Swedish
had this one really nice light blaster,
movies
but he
and
always
stuff.
always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one.
Yeah.
That blaster
So,
ain't it, though.
if
Calder
you've
only
seen
had one
Arn,
rifle,
he plays
so he either must have
Sverker
borrowed that
Carlson.
or someone else's.
Other than that, the only thing you may have seen him from is Easy Money. I'm not sure what that is.
Right.
The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the 2011, he played Krister Malm. The Darkest Hour, he was Skylar. Safe House, he was Keller. And The Killing, he was Stephen Holder. So, I mean, from The Killing, he's pretty good. I like him. I never would have guessed.
I'm sorry, but I seem to be failing you.
him to be RoboCop, but I mean that's okay. The Darkest Hour. Okay, I haven't seen The Darkest Hour. It's the one with Emil Hirsch, with like invisible aliens that light up with electricity or something. I wanted to see it, I just haven't seen it. Okay, so we're still trying to solve this crime. Discuss the murder. One final piece, a blood sample. Taking a drink.
Is there any other? I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the enclave just before you
Okay,
arrived.
can you tell me anything about it?
It's definitely not Calder's.
Okay, it's not
There was a
Calder's.
bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample.
Okay, so like this is where it all comes untangled. The story, it should have been a real like murder case, not a goofy one. You ever see, I don't watch CSI, but I seen this one episode of CSI where there's like this porn ranch or something, and like all these people were doing it, but like one guy was poisoned.
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been?
Hold on.
Of course.
So yeah, that was a bit weird. Really, wasn't expecting that visit. Okay, so he's clutching his side. Yeah, see, he was bleeding the whole time. This case went in a weird direction, and I don't I think it was a big cop out. Both. Like, I'm sure he figured it out. It could have been more of a challenge, I guess, is what it would have come down to. But I guess I was talking about this one CSI episode where this guy was eating crawfish, and his throat, he couldn't swallow. He was allergic to it, and then I'm losing track of where I was because that interruption. Somebody shot him in the neck with an arrow so then he could breathe, but they fell in the water and he drowned. So like 3 people were blamed for this murder. Anyway, this has been PublicSlaveZero. All the contact information is down below. Have a good one, everybody.
Yes, you tentacle-headed moron. I came out here and killed Calder, but Rickard was here to do that too, and he shot me by mistake.
Achuta, unga kun bistulpik.